Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. TeeAms here. In this video, we're going to be doing the ultimate beginner's guide from day 0 all the way to like day 30, maybe day 40, day 50, around that time period, depending if you have the packs or not, which we will get into in the video later. But anyways, so if you stumble upon this video, it means that, you're probably a new tower player and you have some questions about the game. And don't worry about that because I got you covered. I'm going to go through literally every single thing that you need to know early on in the game. And if you don't know this, the tower is the type of game where your account really snowballs. So if you do like the wrong things early on in the game, it's going to hinder your progress exponentially until you start correcting your path towards like it being effective and efficient. So yeah, in this video, we're going to be helping you guys go down along the right path. I am going to be pretty lenient and give you guys some multiple choices. I don't think that there is only one thing that you should do. I don't believe in playing video games that way. I do believe in, doing your own thing and thinking for yourself and experimenting, but there are certain mistakes and also certain directions that are crucial to go towards. So in this video, I'm going to be steering you guys at least in the right direction. So there will be timestamps in the description and also, in the bottom bar of the video. So if you guys do want to just skip ahead and go towards certain points of the game, go ahead. There are timestamps, just letting you know. All right, guys, this is going to be day 1 when you download the tower. I just reset my workshop. Let's go through all the menus. So very quickly, you will not have the tournaments unlocked. We're going to get into that later on. You got your missions here. Missions are very important. We're going to go through that in more detail a little bit later. Then we have the events, which are the blue calendar. Also very important. Everything I'm showing you guys right now, we're going to get into detail later on in the video. This is the guild. We'll go through that later also. And you got milestones, which basically shows, what waves you got and gives you rewards for each wave in each tier. And then you have obviously your settings. You want to link your account, especially your stats tab. Here's my stats tab if you're curious. I would say I'm like between early game and mid game right now. So yeah, I've recently gone through the early stages of the game. So I think I'm appropriate position to make a video on this. Leaderboards, here's your skins on here that you unlock. And then also your relics are in here, which you're gonna unlock, and the relics give you many bonuses. And that's it for the main menu. So guys, on day 1, you're basically gonna start your tower. Click start run. Basic mechanics of the game is that every time you kill enemies in the tower, they will grant you cash and coins. Coins are what you're gonna use to buy permanent upgrades, and then cash is what you're gonna spend on in the run. So as you can see, like if I want to upgrade my damage, it's going to cost me cash. So cash does not carry over at the end of your run. So make sure that you're spending your cash every time you're in a run. That way you can progress higher. Just real quickly, we'll go through all the enemies. So basically there's basic, fast, and tank that you have to worry about. Basics do not grant you any coins, and the name of the game is getting coins. Fast will grant you 2 coins, and then tanks are 4 coins, and then bosses also give you coins and range give you coins. As you can see, I'm on wave 10 right now, and early on that might be where you're gonna die, and then you just restart the run and you take whatever coins. You want to try to upgrade your workshop as much as you can, because the higher waves you can get, the more enemies that are going to spawn. As you can see, the active enemies and then the spawn rate. And then also the percentages of getting tanks and fast and ranged will go up. So right now we're at 1%, 4%, 6%. The higher percentage of tanks and fast enemies coming means more coins. So that's why we're going to show you guys the first build, and that's called turtle build. So anyways, let's pretend that we lost our run. We died, right? So we're going to exit battle, surrender. So you're going to see this screen here. That's the amount of coins that I've earned. So you're going to go to your home page, and then we're going to hop right into the workshop. Guys, we're going to spend a lot of time in the workshop. It's very important to know what's going on in here. So early on, we're going to do turtle build. What does turtle build mean? So you're going to go into your defense tree right here. So we have attack tree, defense tree, utility tree, and then ultimate weapons. You're going to want to try to unlock defense upgrades for 75 coins. But if you can't get 75 coins, what you're going to do, you're going to upgrade, you know, like your health with the coins that you have, maybe a little bit of health regen. So every upgrade you put into the workshop here in the menu. So now, as you can see, I'm level 4. Actually, let's go to level 5. So we have level 5 health in the workshop. So now when we go into run, you can see I actually start at level 5. So what that does, it makes my upgrades cheaper because, as you can see, it's still 10 cash for one upgrade of health, but now it's level 6. So quick example, just in case you don't understand. We're going to go back into the workshop. We're at level 5. We're going to go to level 10 now, and we're going to go into run, and we're going to see that the same amount of cash, which is $10 cash, to upgrade to level 11. So that's why the workshop is very important. So for turtle build, like I said, we want to try to unlock right here, defense absolute. This will carry you for turtle build. Defense absolute is going to be your #1 stat. What it basically does is that right now, if my defense absolute says 19.56, when I go into run, you see here's the enemy's stats right here. So that's their damage and that's their health. So now that my defense absolute here is 22.5, that means that every time an enemy hits my tower, it's going to subtract 22.5 damage to him. So right now, if they're under 22.5, the enemies cannot damage you. Basically, it buys you more waves and more coins. So as we progress and gain more coins into the turtle build strategy, so we're going to, you know, keep clicking into defense absolute until it gets fairly expensive, because it's not a stat that is going to be a long-term stat for you. It's just a very short-term stat. But yeah, you want to evenly try to keep upgrading your health and also defense, guys. Defense percentage is going to be one of your most important upgrades. And then, as you can see, thorn upgrades for 500 coins. Once you can afford that, you're going to try to get thorns, and you want to push your thorns to max. Same thing with defense, max levels. So at this point, guys, once you have thorns and defense unlocked, stop worrying about defense absolute. Maybe get defense absolute to around where it costs you like 5,000 coins, and then I would stop defense absolute entirely and just start focusing on defense, thorns, and then also lifesteal here. Lifesteal is going to be your main way of regenning your health, because health regen doesn't start working well until a little bit later on in the game. So when you're in turtle build, I wouldn't focus on any of your attack upgrades, maybe except for attack speed. Attack speed is always going to be useful, but at this point I would not worry about your damage, critical chance, critical factor. You can unlock the range. It's still not going to do much for you. Even like multi-shot, you can unlock all these things, but I just wouldn't put much coins and upgrades into it. And then also here, utility tree is going to be very important for you guys too early game. At the start, you want to really pump in your cash per wave, and then also your coins per wave. This is how you're going to generate most of your coins and most of your cash in run. As you can see, coins per kill bonus and cash bonus, it's a multiplicative stat, but it only starts being good later on in the game, not right away. So that's why per wave upgrades are actually more important at the start, and especially during turtle build. So basically, the only takeaway I want to give you guys is that the first week or two of the game, you really want to just try to unlock things in the workshop and slowly progress. Like I said, cash per wave, points per wave, your thorn damage, your defense, your health, and your attack speed. That is it. Once you start getting into where you're starting to make a lot of coins, and it feels like you can't really upgrade those stats anymore, and there's the other stats are like super cheap, then I would say it's time for you probably to start moving towards a blender build. But very quickly, before we hop into blender, I just want to go through the next game mechanic, and that is cards. So guys, cards are going to be super important for you too. So to unlock card slots, you need the gems. I would recommend you stop at 5 card slots, and then you're gonna spend the rest of your gems on unlocking labs. Okay, so first you unlock up to lab 3, then try to get 5 card slots and, you know, buy some cards. And the important cards that you want to put in are health, your attack speed, cash, coins, and when you have it unlocked, defense. Another really important one will be enemy balance for you guys, because what enemy balance does, it increases the amount of enemies, which means that you're going to get more cash and more coins. When we step into the rare cards, we'll go into that when we start hopping into Blender, and I'll be going through what cards are important. So these are just the main cards I would focus on when you're in turtle build, are these cards. Also, defense absolute is going to be the fortress card, will help out too, but I would make that like last priority. A little earlier I mentioned labs. Labs is also a very important mechanic of the game. It's in this tab right here on the bottom. You start out with, I think, 2 labs, and then like I said earlier, you want to try to get your 3rd lab, then get your card slots, and then after you're getting your card slots, I highly suggest that you save up the gems. I know it's a lot, but lab 4 and lab 5. The earlier you can get your all 5 labs, the better. So the most important labs early on while you're in turtle build are going to be getting some attack speed, getting health. You can put a little bit of defense absolute if you have a lab slot. As you can see, I got to level 14 when I was early on, but I would say even less. Like maybe I would not go over level 10 for defense absolute. Your defense percentage going to be important, or your coins per wave and your cash per wave. Get it to no higher than level 10. The reason I say no higher than level 10 is because once you're around like the level 10 on those labs, you're going to be probably transitioning towards Blender and be doing cash bonus and coins per kill bonus after that. But get some levels into there early on. Interest is a complete waste of time, guys. Do not focus on interest. And the final lab I want to talk about is lab speed here, guys. This lab is going to be the most important and longest lab that you're going to be upgrading. What it just basically does, it makes all your other upgrades in less time, right? The only thing I will say about lab speed is I would not start doing it, and this is an unpopular opinion, until you have your 3rd or maybe even your 4th lab slot. And then after that, you're going to just have lab speed researching permanently. So another thing about labs, I mentioned the most important labs to get, but just like another thing that's important to realize about this game is sometimes you want to pick the low-hanging fruit. So like cheap upgrades and quick upgrades that can be a little bit valuable. So just some of those type, I would say, you know, like C tier labs. So like something that you can get and it will benefit you a little bit if it's cheap enough. So labs coin discount will help. Damage will help here. A little bit of range, a little bit of critical factor will help. A little bit of health regen, and then even just like a little bit of cash bonus and coins per kill bonus early on will be also useful for you. So that's it about the labs. So the very last game mechanic we need to go over are milestones. The way milestones work, guys, is that each tier has its own milestone. I'll show you them right now. So early on in the tiers, to unlock the next tier, it's going to always be wave 100. You want to push your milestones as high as you can because it's going to give you valuable labs upgrades. So like, as you can see, you unlock certain things like the lab, like tournament, like the event, lab speed in your milestones. So once you get to 100 and you unlock the next tier, your next run should immediately be the higher tier. Not to farm, you're going to be farming in tier 1 for a long time, but I more mean you're going to push it and try to keep unlocking the highest tier possible. This is going to take time to do it. So every, couple of days, I would say, okay, try like the highest tier that you have unlocked and then try to get the higher wave in it. Milestones are going to be a crucial part of the game for you. And then another thing milestones does, And what it does is it upgrades your mission boxes. So the individual missions, it will give you more coins, the highest tier that you have unlocked. And then these boxes up here, so when you complete 5 all the way up to 35 missions, 8 missions a day, those boxes will also be upgraded, which give you lots of coins and lots of medals, and lots of gems. Now that if you're at this point in the game, you've probably been playing the game from anywhere between like 2 weeks, or even like a month, something like that. And I think it's time to talk about the shop. There's this pack right here called Disable Ads Pack. If you're enjoying the game so far, I would highly suggest that you get Disable Ads. In the community of the tower, you would still be considered free to play. So if that's what you're worried about, like you're a free to play gamer, you're still free to play. So don't worry about that. And honestly, I just wouldn't play this game without disable ads. Reason being, guys, is that there's going to be like an ad gem that pops up, I think, every 10 minutes. Here's what it looks like. It's just pops up right here. It can even pop up in Run right here. And you just click it and there you go. No ad. And then also in Run, there will be like a boost somewhere around here for $10 or whatever the disable ads is. Just get it. I mean, if you're going to take the game serious, and I'm pretty sure if you're watching a YouTube video on the game, you're probably enjoying the game. As you can see, ad coins earned. So I get like a bonus coins after every run. And then also the gems. The gems are the most important part, guys. Gems, you're gonna need a lot of them. So watching an ad every time is gonna be super annoying and just not worth it. Now, when it comes to starter pack and epic pack, these are more expensive. But another thing, if you're gonna consider this as like your main game that you're playing, at least like mobile game, and you can afford it, highly suggest getting the starter pack and epic pack. Earlier the better, because it's just a huge pay to win feature. And I do have a video, link it in the description, going over like entirely how this game is free to play and pay to win. So keep an eye out on those, and then also get your free gems every day and then a free gems every week in the shop. So this leads us into tournaments. I keep saying this, but it's a very important mechanic in the game. It's funny. Every mechanic in this game is important. You have to be utilizing all of them. But yeah, let's go into tournaments. The reason tournaments are so important, and you want to do them every time. Even if you don't have time, guys, like as you can see, there's people at wave 1. Click tournament, do wave 1, and that way, when you're in Copper League, you'll still get 5 stones for it. But you want to push your tournament as high as you can possible. There's 2 tournaments a week, every time. So reason being, when you get into silver, you see this green currency, which is stones. It goes up in the tiers. But yeah, so basically we'll be in copper at the start of the game. What you're going to use your stones for after is when you go into the workshop again, you will see the green thing, ultimate weapons. You can't go back, okay? You can't reset it. So the 3 ultimate weapons that you want to get in order, number 1 would be Golden Tower. Number 2 would be Black Hole, and number 3 would be Death Wave. Those are the ones you want to get 100% if it comes up. When you unlock a new ultimate weapon, you get to pick 1 out of 3 choices randomly. So hopefully you get one of those 3. I have a video. I'm going to link it right here. It's going to be on screen. If you're interested and you want to learn about every single ultimate weapon and the entire order that you should unlock it, watch that video. Maybe after this video. Very important. Do not mess up your ultimate weapon because you cannot go back. And it is probably the most important thing that you want to build a foundation in early game. So every 2 weeks, this blue calendar are events. Events are going to be another important thing. Haha. Keep saying that. How events work. There are missions every day. They give you 2 new missions for 7 days, and then the last 7 days you just try to unlock the missions. So every mission you complete, you get medals, and then the medals up here at the bar will unlock relics. Relics give you permanent stats that all stack up with each other. So as you see, there's increased attack speed here. But yeah, so there are paid relics, and then they're on the bottom, and then there's the ones that you get for free. But yeah, you want to try to do all the missions you can possible for relics, because also in here, in the event shop, you can buy stones. I recommend you only buy 1 click of stones, and that's it. And then if you want to, but not very important, one click into gems. Do not buy any of these module currencies. Make sure you get every skin possible and every relic possible. Let's go over skins. As you see, skins, they give you a coin bonus. These all stack up. You do not have to use the skin to get the bonus, so that's why you want to accumulate as many skins possible. Where this shows is right here, total coin bonus. You might have seen it before. How this works, they're all multiplicative on each other. So there's the disable ads 1.5, and then the starter pack, epic pack, if you bought those or not. If you haven't, they'll just be at 0. Then there's the active card, which is your coins card right here. Multiply off of your disable ads. Then there's your module, quickly with module right here. Whenever you level up the module, it gives you a coin bonus. And then there is your difficulty tier, which means like this number right here on the bottom at higher tiers, it increases your total coin bonus also. Then you have your themes bonus. Themes bonus is what I'm talking about, the skins. Okay, so if I go into my skins real quick, my skins are all right here. It says I have a total theme and song bonus of 1.2. These are all my skins that I have unlocked so far, and it's also with tower skins. And then there's relics bonus. Same thing to find your relics. You go into here, your skins, and then your relics. You can click the eye at the top left, and it will show you every single stat that you have from your relics, and they all stack up with each other. And the final 2 bonuses are enhancements, which is a later on game thing, and then your total bonus right here. So yes, get all your skins and do the events. There are more skins in the guild, so that leads me to the guild. As soon as you unlock guilds, go on the Discord. Discord for the tower will be in the description. There's a tab where people promote their active guilds. Join an active guild. The reason you want an active guild is because every daily mission you do, you contribute towards these chests right here in the guild shop every week, and they reset. You want to get 750 every week. You have to be trying to do that. So as you see in the shop, you're going to be getting these tokens. These tokens will be spent on more skins and more relics, and also guardians. Guardians are a later game feature, but I do have a video on fetch guardian. It's very important. You can watch that. Link will be in the description. I think we're ready now to talk about modules. The way modules work, you have cannon, armor, generator, and core. The way you get modules, first off, is not by buying them. Early on in the game, do not buy a single module. It's just a waste of your gems. There's more important things. In run, you will be getting these modules right here, which are not epic. You will be getting rare modules and common. For the common modules, you're going to go into shatter over here and click auto shatter new common modules. What shattering modules will do, it will give you this currency right here in the bottom. So this currency is used to upgrade your module. But your rare modules are what you're going to be using early in the game. The way modules kind of work is they have a base stat here, which is each one has a different base stat. So tower damage for cannon, tower health for armor, coin bonus for the generator, and then ultimate weapon damage. More importantly, with the modules, you're going to have these substats, as you see under here. The way you can see what every substat available is, you can click options, you go to reroll, and then click the dice. Here you can look through all the options here. Basically for cannon, the important ones that you're going to want is attack speed, and then that's pretty much it. Anything else is a bonus for cannon. For armor, the most important one that you're going to want, click the dice. You're going to do defense percentage right here and thorn damage. The reason you want thorn damage is because you want to have over 100% thorn damage. That way you can kill every enemy that hits you in 1 shot and bosses in 2 shots. For the coin, or for the generator, the most important stats you're going to want is your coins / kill bonus, and then anything else is just a bonus. And for ultimate weapon, it all depends on what ultimate weapon you have I'll just quickly show you all of them. So like there's all the ultimate weapons. So whatever ultimate weapon you have, if you have golden tower, you're going to want golden tower bonus or duration. So real quickly, I'll just show you how I would go about re-rolling my module. So let's say I have the generator here. So I would click re-roll. You're going to just want to do coins per kill bonus right here as your main priority. And then you're going to click you want rare. So then you can do auto reroll and it will just stop until you get there. See, it automatically stopped. So you click exit, make sure you click new, and now you have it. Then when you lock the substat that you wanted, as you can see, the amount of reroll shards goes up. Okay. So make sure that you're saving those up. And last but not least, guys, we're going to just show you how to transition into Blender build. At this point in the game, you're going to be ready for Blender at this point. So it's when you can afford orbs, shockwave, all the way up to shockwave, and then also all the way up into super crit. Or not super crit, I'm sorry, I messed that up. Just bounce shot. You do not need super crit for Blender. And then in the utility, you're good for Blender right there. And once you get free upgrades, you're good. I have a video. I think you're going to be ready to watch that video if you're at this point. Link will be in the description and on the screen. But this is how you're going to build Blender. Now you are ready for Blender, and it is time for you to continue your journey, tower journey. All right, guys, that's the ultimate beginner guide. First 30 days guide here. Hope you guys learned everything that you needed to know. If you do have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'll be answering them. And yeah, I think once, like I said, once you get to the point where you have the lab ready, you're going to transition to Blender build, and Blender build is going to be the build that you use for a very long time. And also for farming, I would farm tier 1 and just go high wave in tier 1 over tier 2. Tier 2 is a complete waste of time, and then you will know when it's time to switch to tier 3. But for the first like 2-3 months, I only farmed in tier 1, and I was going to like wave 6,000 kind of area. Watch my Blender build after if you're past this point, and good luck in the tower. I hope you guys enjoy the game as much as I do, and if you find my content useful or even entertaining, feel free to like or subscribe or leave a comment. I appreciate all the support, and yeah, have a good day and good luck.